Hey guys, welcome to Global Pal. In today's video, I will discuss in detail about almost everything you need to know when moving to Luxembourg. For example, why you should consider moving to Luxembourg. What are the jobs in demand? Average salaries in Luxembourg. How to find a job from your home country, the recruitment agencies, websites available. Cost of living in Luxembourg. Work visa procedure in Luxembourg. Costs of applying visa. In fact, this video will be an ultimate guide for moving to Luxembourg with a work visa, so I invite you to watch this video till end. First of all, I am going to explain why you should migrate to Luxembourg. Luxembourg is a very small country in Europe. Rich countries like Germany, France and Belgium are the neighbors of Luxembourg. But surprisingly, being a small country, it is the world's #1 richest country, with very small population that is only 672,000. And 47% of the population are foreigners. There are more than 23,500 Asians and more than 17,000 Africans living in Luxembourg. If you are from India, good news is that there are more than 5,000 Indians living in Luxembourg. The mostly spoken language is French. English is also widely spoken and the percentage is high as 80%. That means 80% of people living in Luxembourg can speak in English without difficulty. So, you will be able to communicate in English even if you are not familiar with French. This is because most of the employers prefer English-speaking employees and many global companies are established in Luxembourg and they recruit foreign nationals for their job positions. The other reason is that English is used widely as business language. Most of these employing companies are based in the capital city, so that most of the population prefer to live in capital Luxembourg. The cost of living is very similar to London, but all the residents including foreigners are given the benefit of using free public transport. Other benefits of living in Luxembourg are high quality of living, high standards in education system and lower tax rates. When I talk about tax rate, let's take 30,000 euros as your annual gross income and let's assume you live alone, and calculate income tax in Luxembourg. You have to pay only 18%. For example, if your annual salary is 30,000 euros in Germany, the tax you have to pay is 30%. In Luxembourg, foreigners are offered 3 types of work visa: skilled, unskilled and semi-skilled visas. The jobs in demand are jobs in banking sector, especially credit analysts, risk analysts, customer management officers. Job positions in financial institutions. Researchers. Jobs relating to production management. Engineering-related jobs. Caregivers, nurses, psychologists. In addition to these job positions, consultants, teachers, accountants and social workers also in demand. Another fact to be considered is that Luxembourg's minimum gross salary is higher than other countries in Europe. Minimum gross salary in Luxembourg is around 2,570 euros, while Netherlands offers 2,070 euros and Germany's around 2,054 euros. If I mention about the average salaries for some of the job positions. The workers in industries like IT, education, healthcare, construction earn higher salaries than other industries. As the first step of moving to Luxembourg, you need to find a job. Let's see what are the options available for you. Number 1. Who are the top-level employers in Luxembourg? Post Luxembourg, CFL Group, Cactus, Dussmann Group, BGL BNP Paribas, Goodyear Dunlop, Tire Manufacturing, Luxe, Transport. In addition to that guys, Luxembourg is the center for finance and private banking in Europe and there are about 150 banks operating in Luxembourg. Number 2. How to find a job in Luxembourg from your home country. You can search on these websites. Expatica Jobs, Indeed.com, Jobs.lu, MovieJob, Option Career. You can also search from these websites. Don't forget to search from ADEM National Employment Agency in Luxembourg. How about the average salaries in Luxembourg? As I mentioned earlier, salaries are quite high in Luxembourg. You might be thinking, what about the cost of living in Luxembourg? Will you be able to save some money while working in Luxembourg? Rent and accommodation. The cost of rent depends obviously on the city and the type of housing. A one-bedroom apartment in Luxembourg city costs on average 1,900 and if you move little away from city the costs are different. Average rent in Wolferdang is around 1,600 euros, 1,987 euros in Hesperange and 2,000 euros in Strassen. Two-bedroom apartments in Luxembourg city cost around 2,000 to 3,000 euros on average. Groceries cost. The cost of food for one person is 271 euros on average. For a family with two kids has to spend around 920 euros per month. Let's see how much you have to pay as tax. If you are in the construction field, the average monthly salary you get is 4,200 euros. Assuming the monthly gross salary is 4,200 euros, then the annual salary will be 50,400 euros. Let's calculate how much you have to pay as tax. The monthly net salary you receive is euro 3,133. I have analyzed how much you will be able to save with these costs. I have also set aside some amount for miscellaneous costs like transport. Costs like rent will be less if you find shared accommodation, and the cost of food can be more or less depending on your diet patterns. Let's move on to visa information. There are two types of visas in Luxembourg. One is a short stay visa, where visa is issued for 90 days period in any 180-day period for purposes like tourism, business meetings, school trips, conferences and visits. With the C-type visa, you are not able to apply for a temporary residence permit in Luxembourg. Second is long stay D-type visa, which is granted for the purposes of study, employment, investment or family reunion. This visa is valid for 365 days, and this visa also allows you to get temporary residence permit in Luxembourg. The temporary residence permit gives you the opportunity to live in Luxembourg for 5 years and can be renewed indefinitely. The good news is that with a Luxembourg C or D-type visa you are able to travel within any of this Schengen country. What are the documents and requirements for the visa? 1. Valid passport. 2. 2 passport-sized photographs. 3. Schengen visa application form. 4. Schengen visa travel insurance worth of 30,000 euros. 5. Visa application fees is 50 euros per person. The children under 6 years are exempted from all visa fees. 6. Accommodation proof in Luxembourg. 7. Invitation letter from the employer. Most of the times employer helps and supports with the visa process, and you will be able to get through this step without much hassle. Finally, I want to remind you that with this work visa you are able to migrate to Luxembourg with your family, and it is one of the best countries to live in Europe. So I wish you all the best and see you with another video.